Welcome to Hard to Kill. We're doing a little interview, putting another face. I mean, we've only had, I haven't put out the episode with me and you like a one-on-one yet. So technically, they haven't seen your face yet. So this is kind of like putting a face to a name.
Good
I
for
haven't seen
them.
your face.
That's right. That's right. So this is the first time you're seeing Mikey in person. That's
Nice to meet
weird
you,
to
Doc.
say, but yeah. Anyway, so how we doing out there, buddy?
Doing good, man.
It's your
Just
birthday, kid. Come on. You
I
look like
know.
a
It's,
got a thong or something on, or
yeah.
you should be fucking
Happy
thong on
Thursday.
already.
Turn him up.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, happy
Happy
Thursday.
Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Stop
I
saying it
think
like it's not
after
your
30,
birthday.
after 30, you just quit counting.
Yeah, I guess. That's true.
Yeah, my mother-in-law this morning, because I talk to her every morning, she's like, happy 36. I was like, I'm 37. She goes, no, you're 36. I was like,
Yeah, I
oh
know you
shit,
kind of
I
forget.
am
I forget how
36.
old I am too all the time. I always get stuck between 33 and fucking 35. I don't know what I am.
It's less than 40. I remember
Yeah, exactly.
that's how I try to make it less.
It's just
than 40.
depressing every now that you get older. It's not
Yeah.
fun anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm gonna jump right into kind of a topic that I've been bugging out about lately. I don't know if you guys have been how much. I know Mike watches the news, but I don't know how much you are plugged into the media and what they're putting out in the news lately. But I don't know where to begin on that one. But guns have been at the forefront of the brunt of my car flip outs on the radio or talking to someone on the phone. I really don't understand what the media is trying to do with guns. Like clearly these people are uneducated. You see that from the slide, the shorts they put out or the commercials they put out. They have no idea what they're talking about. And yet these are the people that are influencing the masses to believe that guns are, the enemy here. Guns do not kill people. Let me remind you, people kill people. These people are
Yeah,
going to find these weapons regardless. They're not getting it legally. The only people that you're affecting by making more stringent gun laws are the people that follow them. So, I mean, weigh in here, guys. Where you are?
Go ahead,
go
Doc.
ahead, man. All right. Well, so like I watched a panel. It was a bunch of veterans on a panel at SHOT Show, and they were talking about how they're trying to take the Second Amendment away because of people killing themselves with, with handguns, firearms. Period. I guess. Um, no, that's not the problem, man. The
Stand
freaking
by. God
problem.
damn it.
Oh,
We got an audio go down, real. Actually, you can keep talking. Go ahead.
yeah,
Keep
he's
going.
he's recording. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, no, the problem is like with guys like us, let's say. I mean, going to the VA and like, hey, I need help. All they do is throw fucking pills at it.
Yeah, fact.
Not like, okay, what can we help you with?
What's the problem here? What's really going on? They just
Yeah,
they try to deafen it. Yeah, I agree.
yeah, it's absolutely 100% the problem, man.
They're not
And
I'm just starting to realize that as I'm just becoming a little bit more self-aware and to see what's really going on with my body. Because before I really didn't understand it. I didn't really like sit down and think about everything and be like, oh, this affected me this way. And when I was affected this way, this is what I did. And when you really start mapping it out and understanding what's behind it, I mean, it becomes a little bit more clear to you. And I completely agree with you.
yeah, and I mean, and it sucks. I mean, for a lot of guys, that's the easy way out, guys and gals. The easy way out is to, just, and it's fucked up. And
Clearly,
it's,
there's an issue, though, if people are doing that. Something
yeah,
is causing
absolutely.
this. People don't just get born ready to blow their head off. That's not something that happens. So there's a problem somewhere. So break it down, if you will. I mean, we started talking about guns, but I mean, yeah, I mean that's a whole nother set of issues, brother.
Well, so like, with like TBI, what they don't do, like for us, I don't know if you guys have anyway, but
Indeed.
I had to beg them. Well, I know you guys have TBI, but I'm saying like for testing, I had to
Oh,
beg them to do my blood work, to check my testosterone, to check, my cortisol levels, all that. And they fought me, and finally fucking did it. And guess what? I have low testosterone. You know why? I've been blown up a couple of times. You know what I mean? I
absolutely.
mean, dude, even being in the fucking cabin of a fucking MRAP and the 50 cals going off, you're getting that concussion. You know what
Come
I
on, who are
mean?
you
Like
talking to,
from
brother?
the firearm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
So,
funny. It's funny you say that because the last episode we had on, we kind of dived into how the VA really is the bottom of the barrel. for the type of care that you're getting. These are people that are just starting out in the medical profession, and the VA hires them, and they start their, I mean, they're early in their, medical background. I mean, I just don't think the type of care that we're getting at the VA is top notch. I don't think the doctors that they have there are people that have been in the practice for more than 5 years. I mean, also, as you said, you got to beg them for your blood work. I mean, that should be something that happens annually or at least every 6 months. I mean, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
You
I don't understand why that's not provided regularly.
Yeah, it should be. It shouldn't. You shouldn't even have to make an appointment. You should
That's
just
what
be
I
able to
mean.
go
No, dude,
in.
no. If you were to walk into a regular hospital or go to a regular primary care doctor around here, you said I want blood work done. It's done like that.
Absolutely.
The fact that
Yeah,
you feel
Same
concerned
week.
enough that you go into the doctor saying you want blood work done,
There's something there.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not to be put off.
yeah. No, and that's why I went and got private health insurance too, because
I
I'm
need to
like,
do that. I need to just do that. This is the second conversation we've had that's kind of revolved around this, and it's been at the back of my mind. I knew I wasn't getting. Keep in mind, I'm the person that gets serious anxiety from going to the doctor. I won't do it. I'll just push it off and push it off. When really I need to be going like clockwork. I need to be. It's just like taking care of a car. I
Yeah,
mean, you need to service the things that are going wrong. And that's as we're talking about right now, that's not mandated at these places. They don't push for it. You got to do it. So honestly, a private medical, profession, doctor, whatever, is definitely the way to go.
now, do you get private health care through work?
no, no.
You just pay for it out of
I,
pocket.
yeah, well, I end up, I guess I can say it. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I got Medicaid,
Well,
so
okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't either. Why
yeah.
is that
Well,
bad?
no, it's because I am on disability and all that, and then going through the lawsuit and all that. You know, I found
Yeah.
them. I don't have to pay out of pocket. I found a good fucking primary care, and yeah, so because
Gotcha.
trying to call if I called the VA today and told them, I think I broke my leg, they'd tell me to come in April. We'll check it out.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
for
no,
real.
I know.
Yeah, and then how did I couldn't imagine getting hurt. Like if I got hurt in my backyard or fucking around with one of my buddies, and then them having to take me to Milford, what it would
Oh
cost me.
yeah, exactly. I've done it, dude. They charge you an arm and a leg. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, if I showed you the stack of bills I have from, my arm, fucking,
Oh,
because
that's right.
we're in the lawsuit with that still. Like,
Oh,
you guys would be like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's retarded. I guess I shouldn't say retarded anymore, huh?
yeah,
don't worry, we're still from that era.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Like the amount of money I'm looking at, but I'm not paying any of them yet just because of the lawsuit. Like that's on them. That's not
Yeah,
on me.
exactly. No, I hear you.
yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Gonna grab a beer.
So, I mean,
Cheers,
back.
man.
Let's reel it back into guns. I mean, what's your view on really what the media is doing? I mean, because other than the media, who else is talking about it? Your local politicians to a certain degree, the police department.
They're
um,
just trying to get fucking clicks, man. Like that's all it is. That's all it fucking is. And it's just like, that mass shooting they had in California last week.
I can't even keep up with them anymore, bro.
Yeah, well, and it was two Asian guys killing a bunch of other Asians, and then they brought up, let's stop Asian hate. I'm like, it was Asian guys killing Asian guys, Asian people. I don't know, but it's like, all right, man, like you can put a gun into anybody's hand.
Yeah, exactly.
If you train them, I mean, there should be, I mean, obviously, if I go to buy a firearm, they do a background check, they do all that, and I'm like, yeah, and I clear it, but I'm trained in firearms, I can handle them, I
Exactly.
can, shoot them, clean them, all that. The only reason I still have guns, I mean, well, not still, but is for self-protection,
Of course.
protect myself,
That's something that
my
you
family.
went a little fast over it. You said you understand how to clean them, take care of them, service them. They are a tool for you. You are educated in it. You are understanding how a firearm works. I mean, I think that is pivotal that we, put that out there, because a lot of these people that are hating on the whole situation don't understand them. They have no education in firearms. They've never gone to a range, put rounds down range, shot at a target, anything. They don't realize that it's there for them.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think like I didn't grow up around guns. I had never fired a firearm until I went to Marines.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're gonna have them, and you like, my dad never had guns, and he was always against guns actually as a kid. But he wasn't a hunter. He didn't,
No need for it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't. He had no reason to have one. He lived out in the sticks. And,
Easy.
Yeah, well,
per
and like
episode.
that's my whole thing, like with the guns and stuff. Not to interrupt you, Mike. I'm sorry, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, good.
But yeah, I mean, I was raised around them. I still have, like, when my grandpa passed away, I got the pistol. It was the first pistol I ever shot. Just a little 22 revolver, but first gun I ever shot in my life when I was a little kid. But no, it's like, all right, man, you take the guns away from these people that have these problems, mental health issues. They're still going to find a way to do it
That's
if
what
they
I'm
want to
saying.
do it.
This is what I mean.
Either,
They're not getting them legally.
Yeah,
They're stealing them, or
but I
they're
don't get how you get rid of that. Because like I know people, or I know people make them. People order you can make plastic guns now. They
yeah,
sell like
yes, but
you get like a knockoff, like just those what do you call it? Fucking
3D
instant.
printers.
Yeah,
3D
yeah,
printers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes are producing it.
Yeah, I know it is creepy how they're doing that. You can actually do it all without getting I think an actual piece. You can
You wouldn't have to
3D
order
print. Yeah,
anything. There'd be
exactly.
no footprint.
That's nuts. But yeah, regardless of what we're saying, people that are going out and shooting people like that, they're gonna find a way to kill people somehow, anyways. I mean, just because
yeah,
it's a gun is taken out of the equation doesn't mean they're still not gonna act crazy and find
yeah.
some other way to do what they did. I mean,
Or, yeah, I mean, and kind of my point, I was not to interrupt you, Nick, but like, people that, because the big thing is, everybody's, they use guns to kill themselves. Nah, man. No, I don't remember the exact percentage, but listen, if someone wants to take their own life, they're gonna, you got pills,
oh,
fucking
they're gonna
hang
do it.
yourself.
This is what I'm saying.
You
Yeah,
got,
exactly.
slit your fucking wrist. You jump in front of a fucking train. Like, no, guns aren't the fucking problem with that, dude. Like, and guns, period, man. I mean, shit. Like you said, Mikey, it's they're gonna find them if they want to find them. You know, I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
there's more deaths in America right now from gun violence, from illegal activity, gang violence. And that
Absolutely.
sucks. That's horrible. But
These aren't legal weapons, though. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like these aren't wet. They're
Like,
not.
yeah, this wasn't purchased at
Yeah,
Bob's Gun and Archery down the street. This came across the border. You know,
absolutely. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, what's the other option there? They completely stop putting out firearms. I mean, that's pretty much what they're
and
going
I don't
towards.
I don't see how I don't think in our lifetime you see the day where they come to your house and make you turn them in.
yeah.
And
Good luck.
I feel like that's not going to go their way, dude.
well, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
Yeah,
a
it's not gonna
possibility, and I
happen.
think that's a strong, why we're able to rebel against certain things you don't like, and the government can't squeeze you like they can China,
Yeah,
like they
exactly.
can
Exactly.
Australia,
That's something to think about.
because they know you can fight back. That's a huge point.
We need to really start paying attention to these narratives that the media is starting to push. Because what else does that mean? I mean, if they're trying to take away our weapons, they're trying to pretty much brand IDs on us. I mean, how much worse can it get? I mean, clearly liberties are being taken away every year, and they're masked as mass shootings or they're masked as something else, so that people think they're doing a good thing or it's a good. If people can get behind it like that, that's when it becomes an issue. I mean, who's really behind these media companies? What are these narratives being pushed?
Bankers,
Absolutely. Look, if you really do the digging,
politicians.
dude, it's some creepy, creepy shit. Because it's really you just follow the money.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
and
these
and
huge bankers,
and that's
Bilderberg, of
really what it's all about, dude. Is the money, and
course.
the money's not going to the right places. You know,
Right.
I mean, shit. I mean, because firearm. I mean, I don't know. Like, you should have to have a license to,
Yeah, exactly. I see the argument.
carry and all that, and like, because I carry damn near every day, and if it's not on my belt and I'm home, it's on my kitchen counter.
No, in Massachusetts, it's pretty stringent right now. I think Massachusetts is one of the hardest states to get your LTC in. Um, And I mean, down south, it's all open to carry. All out in Texas, it's open carry. Shit in DC, it's open carry.
I think Massachusetts is open carry.
No, it's not.
I have mine. I have my license. It's not upstairs. Let's see what it says.
Is it? I don't think so. And
Mhm.
what is it out there? It's just open carry?
You can open carry out
It's
here.
concealed carry, Mike.
Yeah, I have concealed carry too. But yeah, you can open carry. People don't really, for as liberal as Colorado has gotten, they really don't care. It just depends on where you're at too.
Gotcha.
Like what part of the state you're at. You know, what part of the state you're in.
I hear that. I just feel like it's a lot harder up in Mass. It's like a wicked long waiting list for that. Well, it does depend on where you live too.
It was actually
Yeah.
really easy for me.
Was it?
It's as long as you don't have any felonies, it would be really easy for you too.
No, I have misdemeanors and they still give me problems.
Should reapply. Mine says Class A large capacity license to carry firearms. Doesn't say what you can or how to carry it.
Did you get your FID first?
No.
No. So hey, check. We did a podcast last week with Mark Bodrog. He was a captain with 3-6
Yeah.
3-6 Marines.
No.
3-3.
It was
3-6,
3-6. Yeah, it was
sorry.
3-6. And was it 3-6 or was it 3-3?
Says
I thought it was 3-3 because I watched it.
Was it 3-3?
I think so. I mean, fuck.
Oh, it's not on the back. Did you read it?
I've just started it. Yeah.
Damn, I have pictures just like this.
Dude, I
Definitely
know,
write a
dude. It
book.
gave me chills. Like to look at some of the stuff in this book, I was like, oh my god, I was fucking there.
I was right there, dude.
Ugh.
He's got a book. Oh my god, I gotta do this.
I should have got you a copy. I should have ordered fucking two.
I could literally turn my soft white underbelly podcast into a story, dude. That's what all these
Yeah.
people do. They take their experiences, plug it all up. That's really all a book is.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Find
so
it
it's
on Amazon.
call sign Hades.
Oh, yeah, I looked it
Definitely
up,
a
man.
good dude, and he's got this 22 a day thing. So it's a play,
Yeah.
and he's trying to put a play on, I guess a play on veteran suicide. That's really what it is. He's just showing what it's like from a Marine that just got out of the military to deal with 22 of his boys dying in one day. Because that's, I guess, right now the ratio to dead people per year or per day. Literally 22 veterans commit suicide. That's a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
I just kind of really thought about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
22 a day fucking vets kill themselves. That's crazy.
No, like I said, like, because I was talking with my mom about it because she had some questions just because she's down in Florida now and it's very military friendly. And, you know, my stepdad, he retired 20 years Navy and then did another 30 at the federal pen. Like, so he's served his entire life for the most part. And she asked me about it. And I'm like, I've been to more funerals outside of the military than I was in the military.
That's a fact.
That's a cold hard fact, dude.
Yeah, that's a bad one. Honestly, it really hits close when it's like someone you know, dude. Because, dude, there's this one dude that sticks out in my head. So when I just got back from Afghanistan, I went to Quantico, and when I went to Quantico, within like 6 months there, I had been talking to a psychologist, like a VA psychologist, right when I started coming back, and he rated me like 100% PTSD, or no, I forget how much the percentage is, but regardless, he gave me my PTSD rating before I got out of the Marines. And he sent me to a group. It's like a group of just guys that have combat stresses, I guess. And it was called co-occurring, and it was in the Walter Reed Medical Center. And I remember this because at the time I kind of go into those groups because I had just been through a lot of shit, like kind of pigheadedly. I think I'm the one that's been through the most. No one there has seen shit. And usually that's the case. Usually there's a lot of people in there that ain't about shit because honestly, guys like us don't really talk much. We don't go and do those things. Usually,
Yeah.
guys, all the guys that I know that have really been through shit, they won't go and talk about it because it either scares the shit out of them or they just don't trust the VA enough. I don't know which one it is, but regardless, the staff sergeant came into the group, and this dude, when I tell you, you look at someone and you're like, that dude was a Marine and that dude had seen some shit. He just had the look about him, dude. Eyes sunken in, clear, visible scars. I think they got a leg from him, and you could tell he'd seen some shit. He just had that stare about him. And guys like us are drawn to each other. And we were talking, and he was on his seventh deployment. He deployed 7 times in the like Iraq Afghan ratio. Like he just kept going back. I think he was like with one of the grunt units out of Lejeune or something like that, or Pendleton, and they just kept pumping him out. And I became really good friends with him, man. We got really close. We had some very similar stories. We'd been through similar shit. We got close quick. And he got to the point where we were going out. We were going out on the weekends with my girlfriend, with Margarita. Like we all went out often. And it was like us and a few other guys in the group that, all pumped out a couple of times and either put a lot of dudes down or seen a lot of your boys go. And within 7 months of knowing him, he killed himself.
Fuck.
I remember getting fairly close with him where I would talk to him at least once a week. And yeah, when I found out he killed himself, dude, it scared the living shit out of me just because of how similar we were. You know what I mean? And to see someone like that really did the damn thing, went over and put himself on the line and just killed a lot of Taliban and it really fucked him up and he couldn't get over it. It was real. It really hit close to home. You know what I mean? I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys have anyone that that off themselves, but yeah, that's my experience with that.
We've lost 10 from my unit.
Yeah,
10 suicide, 13 killed in action.
God damn, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like I said,
happens. Like I don't. You think you do everything you can to prevent it, but somehow they're still slipping through the cracks.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear me, buddy.
Oh,
Damn dogs. Give me 1 sec, boys. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, he's got a nice little. It's expensive. Yeah, those were what we were putting in like the buildings we were doing in Boston. The union guys kept stealing them. Kept going missing. They're like 500 a pop, dude. Yeah, they couldn't get guys to stop stealing them. Of course,
you know when that happens.
Boston fucking scumbags.
What else you have for topics?
I'm just going off the head. We'll close it out. I'll close it out soon. Keep me and you for a little bit. I want to shout out him quick.
Let's do that in the intro, outro, whatever.
Come on.
Hey, doctor.
Hey, doctor.
I gotta not get as stoned before we start.
I noticed that.
Oh, that was
Sucks. The conversation will get away from you.
And then you're like,
I looked at you after I said something, like, because I thought you were going to weigh in.
Mike, how do you feel about gun violence?
Take them away. Want to deal
Sorry,
with
boy.
You want to buy mine?
this?
I got some for sale.
Oh shit. Longs are dangerous, man. You all right over there?
Yeah, no, I got a birthday delivery.
Oh, look at that. Mr. Miserable got a
Yeah.
little present. What'd you get?
Little 30 pack of beer.
Nice.
Really?
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah. Cheers.
Nice.
Nice.
you.
That's a good little present. Anyways, yeah, so veteran suicide, man. I don't know if you've dealt with it much, Doc. I don't know if you've seen that close hand or not, but it's not pretty. And yeah, I don't know how we got to veteran suicide, but kind of got away from you there.
Well, I had the most recent one we had from my unit was
Oh,
overdose,
that's right, 22 a day.
and it was Nick Blancato. He's the last name on the band, most recent one.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he's from Connecticut, so when they had the funeral, the guys who flew in stayed at my house, where I lived the closest.
Gotcha.
And we went to the funeral, and talking to his father, he had dealt with a lot of issues since he had been back, battled with opioids, tried to get care to the VA, and eventually just he overdosed. He was done. Um,
Damn, that sucks.
we had a reunion scheduled.
You went to Afghan with you?
Yeah, yeah, weird kid, but awesome dude. But he yeah, he went to Afghan with us when he OD'd his. We went to his funeral and his wake and everything.
How old was he?
23.
Fuck.
And his father asked, he's like, "Will you put his name on the bracelet?" I said, "Yeah, absolutely, absolutely." It's like you said, it's not always guns that these guys are killing themselves
Yeah,
with, but
sadly. I mean, I'm telling you, it's more. I talked about it when we first started this podcast, and I'm still saying it. A lot of these guys aren't talking, dude. A lot of these guys go home, and we have that mentality of just dealing with it. Fucking make it work. Stay operational. Bring in that money. You know, a lot of guys don't go for help, man. It's not easy to do, dude. It's not easy to go to a doctor and be like, all right, here it goes. This is what I'm dealing with. It's not fucking cool.
yeah, and for them to not like
Take it seriously or
react wild,
yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there a little bit, man. Just me telling that story in the fucking rehab I was in, dude. I just told a legit story from combat, dude. I told a story about some shit that we did, and I get sectioned for it.
yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, we got to get better care than that. That's
Yeah.
unacceptable, and it needs to be addressed.
Like, I'll give a shout out to my therapist that I see now. I see her every Monday. We do it over the phone, but because she's up in New York. Kate Shannon. I found her through BetterHelp because like I said, I had to reach out and, to the civilian side because I couldn't get shit through the VA. And she's amazing, like awesome. And I've
It's
been
dope when you
through,
get a good one.
yeah, I've been through 4 therapists.
Yeah.
I made 2 of them cry just with stories and shit. And then the other one,
Been there.
was a
You know how
fucking,
shitty that makes you feel, dude, when your therapist starts crying, dude?
yeah,
Like,
bro.
really?
Yeah, it happens to me all
It's
the
happened to me a
time.
couple times, bro.
Yeah. Well, and the other one was an older guy that was just kind of like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, suck it up, kid. It's like, nah, fucking, this isn't gonna work.
It's now
You know what
listen,
I mean?
I thank you for pointing that out. There's a lot of guys that have that mentality. Fucking shut the fuck up, pull your bootstraps up, and fucking just make it work for you. You know,
Yeah.
handle it with the liquor. That's that old mentality, dude.
And the
Yeah.
pill, the
Doc,
liquor and the pill.
we got I think 10 minutes left, so we might run out on you. But anything great conversation with us today, dude. I love hashing up these topics and actually addressing them and putting real life experience behind them because that's something I think we have dealt with this firsthand. We've been in these rooms,
Yeah.
we've told these doctors this stuff, we've been prescribed this shit. Like it's a fucked up roller coaster ride, man. I'll tell you that. To go from combat theater to I'll take the combat theater, bro. I'd rather go out that
Absolutely,
way.
dude.
Honestly, I'd rather be doing that, deploying and just dealing with that shit. Because when you come back and you really start addressing it, it's a fucking wild ride, man.
Well, and that's a note I had. I know we only have a few minutes left, but like, so grief. Obviously, I'm going through, my issues right now and shit. But healing isn't a straight line. It's not a straight line. So like losing loved ones, losing buddies who are loved ones as well. But like, how did like in
So it's a
a
crooked line.
it's a crooked line, brother. We all know that. Like it
It
is.
fucking is.
There's no fucking answer to it. Everybody does it
No, I hear you.
differently. Because I know after I lost my wife and everything, like it just brought back so many memories that I guess I just fucking pushed down, of losing guys and all that. But yeah, I mean,
That shit
how,
overwhelms the fuck out of me, dude.
yeah,
I've done that for a while too.
like,
Yeah, when you
yeah,
actually have to deal with that
Yeah,
and
it's
sit there
very
with that,
overwhelming. It's
it
very overwhelming.
it's debilitating. It makes
And
me not want to leave my house.
it
It's
gets
like,
you, notice it gets, I'm not an emotional guy. Things that get me emotional, dude, that shit scares me because it's real shit.
it's deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like, how do you deal with it, Mike? Like, if you don't mind me asking,
With I
like
mean,
grief.
I've been with the same therapist now for um 5 years. She's great. She's been very helpful in my therapy here. I take medication that I think kind of numbs me to a lot of stuff. But I don't, the same thing, I don't deal with emotions very well,
Yeah.
or I
Me
should,
either.
as in very well, I should say, uh, like at all.
Yeah. Same here. So my first girlfriend used to complain about it a lot. Like I was very weird with cuddling. I couldn't like show like any kind. I felt I was really weird with the emotion spectrum. Like some stuff that's really easy for people do, like I can't do that. I don't know. It's almost like I'm awkward to a certain degree. And until you really realize it, it's strange to deal with because you think it's normal. You know what I mean? Like you don't think there's anything
Yeah.
wrong there. But when you start getting feedback from other people, you start really
Excuse me.
realizing what's going on.
Yeah, I think once I had my steady therapist, uh, and I smoke a lot of weed. Uh,
Does help.
as you can tell, I'm a little cooked right now, but
Yeah.
that's a huge thing for me. I never smoked pot till I was 25, and the only reason I started smoking pot was to try and calm my thoughts down and calm my head down,
Yeah.
and it changed how I dealt with. I wasn't just using pharmaceuticals anymore. It was something I could grow, something that was natural, and something that gave me a similar effect. And it helped me cut the alcohol, which helped me cut the emotion of rage and the sad. And
Yeah, that crazy spectrum.
dude, but especially those first 3 or 4 years I was out, I was there's a drunken, fucking
Yeah,
angry,
same here.
steroided out mess.
Made it no sense at all.
I hated everybody.
Yep.
Yeah,
I,
it wasn't a life I wanted to continue to live. Um, so I would attribute most of it to my wife, her support, and the weed.
Yeah.
Um, I
yeah,
never would have reached out to get help if it wasn't for my
See, I
wife.
just how
Because
you put that though. You can't do it alone, dude.
well, my wife was like, you go, you've got a problem. Like, this isn't normal. You've got a problem. Either you go get help or I'm out.
Yeah. But you need strong people like that. You know what I mean? You need because it just you really need people to lean on when you're going through shit like that.
Yeah, and it wasn't said, straight to the point like that. It was said much nicer, but essentially that was those were the fucking options.
Yeah, exactly.
And I knew I had demons that I had been battling. I knew I hadn't. There was a reason why I had isolated myself from my friends and drinking alone and
God, it's fucked up just talking about it, dude. You're giving me chills because I've gone through all that.
yeah,
And
it's
absolutely. So have I,
really,
brother.
really putting it out there and describing the shit you go through, dude, it's fucked up. And if you're not talking to some people and understanding it and trying to remain on top of it, take that how you will, you're gonna
Yeah.
fucking kill yourself, dude.
yeah.
You're gonna blow your brains out Who wants to deal with that every day? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you can
So
only
I, you
suppress
know,
things for so long, especially if you're not, like you said, if you're not communicating with other people, you don't have connections out there like that, which at the time I didn't. I wasn't registered with the VA. I was just discharged. I was just living as a
No,
civilian now.
is the therapist the person that you talk to from the VA?
Yeah.
So you're lucky because I went to the VA and I went through four just like him. And each one of them I went through within 6 months, dude.
Yeah, I've been through a few of them,
You know,
but
I'm just it's nice that
I
you the
like this
VA could
one.
actually give me because we shit on the VA a lot, but they try. You know, I take my hats off to some of them, dude, because I'm not an easy person to fucking deal with, dude.
yeah,
And
and they're just fucking underfunded, and
that's keyword what it is. It's underfunded.
it sucks. Yeah, Ukraine's not right now, but
Right.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah, no
Jesus
shit.
Christ. Billions of dollars for what, dude? Come on. Do these people really know what's going on with Ukraine? Because if they did, they would not be fucking putting their flag in the goddamn window.
yeah,
I just went over this with Travis the other day. Like these people do not understand what's going on. There's bigger powers at play here, and it's not support Ukraine. It's
I don't understand why America. It's a virtue signal at this point if you hang that flag out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like we get it. You're a Democrat. We get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You know.
Sadly, it is.
Why don't you write some more of your retirement money and send that over there so I can send them less of mine?
It's
yeah,
true.
no shit, right?
It's all
You got
social security money. It's our money.
you got dudes getting fucking gypped on their VA claims,
Yeah, no shit.
and you can send 3 billion there. These guys fought for fucking
So
lives.
me and Mike right now are getting restarted through the VA to get our characterizations up a little bit. And just dealing with that process is stressful in its own right, dude, because
I bet.
I mean we're at the point where we're living off this, dude. Like this is really helping us get through our day to day. And to threaten taking that away is like, what really, dude? Like I went over a lot for this, man. Like I got pretty fucked up over there too, man. I shouldn't have to reconvince you every 4 years or however many it is to do it. I don't know. I don't really like talking about all the shit that's wrong with me because it doesn't just stay there. It doesn't just stay in that room with that doctor. When I leave that place, I'm pissed off. My
Yeah,
emotions
Yeah,
are going all over the place, dude. I'm a wreck. Like
yeah.
it's not
I
easy for
get
me
that.
to do, dude. I don't like doing that. I
no,
mean,
I dread it every time I have to go. I usually by the time I get home, I feel better. But like you said, it's when you leave, it's like you're right back to where you were.
maybe
For
I'm
me,
like lazy or maybe I'm selfish, but I don't like being in drama. I don't like dealing with that shit all the time, dude. Like it's not something I enjoy doing. I don't keep in mind I'm saying this because I have to go to the VA a lot. I have to talk to a lot of doctors, and just when I leave there, I'm a wreck always, dude, because it doesn't stay in that room. It's not something that just stays when the door closes when you leave. It follows you back home.
No,
No
yeah, it
good.
does. It does. It does, man. And it fucking, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I hate going. I have to actually go here in the next, I think at the end of next month.
I think there's something behind this, behind talking about it with like-minded individuals that understand it and can give feedback on it. Because like, oh, you're dealing with this. I've been through that. This is what you do. Just do this. Take your mind off it. Do this, this, this. There's certain things that we give each other through talking in like group settings about this stuff. Because I know when I'm talking about it, I'm concerned with who's hearing it. But if I know it's like you, Mike, a couple other guys that have been there, it's completely off my mind.